Good day and welcome to episode 64 of our Let's Play of Fallout 4. My name is Turtdald. Let's get started. On the last episode, we decided to carry on with the main mission, the Reunions mission. Made our way to Fort Hagen. Searched around in Fort Hagen area a little bit, discovering the Fort Hagen filling station. Discovered another one of those relay towers, OBB 915. Started that up and we got 3 signals. We followed one called the Raider signal. Listened to it and it sounded like some sort of drug dealer coaxing people out to buy drugs. We searched around for it a bit, found some Mirelurks, including a legendary Mirelurk and some little bit of loots, and eventually found this little raider signal. There was a raider there. We dispatched him, found a little hatch behind his little hut, entered in there, discovered a little more drugs, and turned off the signal. The next signal was a civic security signal. We followed that and eventually found a satellite array, Fort Hagen satellite array. There was a couple of Yao-Gai out front sleeping. We dispatched them to Dreamtime and found a little hatch, went inside there, a little more loots, turned off the signal. The next signal was just a distress signal. Sounded like a guy got into trouble with some ghoulies and was hiding out in some sort of bunker located at Fiddler Green. We entered the hatch, turned off the signal, thus ending the OBB 915 satellite array. From there we went inside, went home, dropped off some loots, entered Fort Hagen, killing synths along the way, synths and turrets, found a magazine for guns and bullets, and went down an elevator, continued on, found a bobblehead for energy weapons, and another magazine for U.S. Coverts magazine. Went further, got taunted by a guy named Kellogg along the way. Made our way through, got to the end. Kellogg was there with a couple of bodyguards. We dispatched him without talking to him and dispatched his bodyguards, thus ending. Collected his stuff, read a terminal. We were prompted to go and talk to Nick Valentine afterwards. We exited Fort Hagen. Lo and behold, the Brotherhood showed up in some sort of airship, prompting us to go and talk to Paladin Dance. And that is where we ended that episode. Well, first things first, let's get our sound happening. Excellent. Well, what are we going to do today? Well, we're going to go talk to Nick, I think. And they're sending us all the way to Diamond City. Piper will be there as well. So we got to make 2 trips here. We got to take Piper home and then go back and grab Nick.
Get off your knees. You look like a jackass.
I can't remember if I need my business suit or not.
Nikki, I'm just asking for your opinion. Would be a great quote.
He's my client, Piper. Why don't you learn not to snoop on a man's private affairs?
Well, well, speak of the devil.
You're back.
There you go.
And not with your son. What happened?
You were right, Nick. Kellogg did have my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Man like that would have had access. In and out.
Yeah, but I'm guessing he wasn't the surrender and talk type, was he?
He's dead, Nick.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm gonna introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
And the reason I took Piper is he's heading there
Nick.
anyway.
Time to hit
And
the
I
road.
just want to get Piper working again. Okay.
Not now.
Well, I'll be around if you change your mind.
Hey.
You say the word.
Okay, let's head back to Sanctuary, get Piper working. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons, guys.
Yo. Psst. Piper.
You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
You said something about the railroad.
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive. Ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor. A code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want, especially if it's high tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... let's just say they have their own agenda.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? As far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
We should get going.
All right.
What do you need, General?
Hey.
Shoot.
Hey, Piper.
You look like you could use a pick-me-up.
I think we're done for now.
If you're sure, I guess I'll head home. Just, don't keep me waiting.
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us here
Perfect.
in Sanctuary.
Let's go meet
Prepared
Nick.
for the future.
Oh, should have brought the silver shroud. He probably had a thing for us. Might go do that, actually. Since we're going in there, might as well get our second piece. And we just need the uniform, we don't need that. And you gotta have it on you or he won't give it to you.
Galaxy News Radio. When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the
Oh,
innocent.
he's not gonna give it to him?
Slowly now, reveal yourself. Silver Shroud. Fret not, old friend.
Oh, we'll see.
Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of good neighbor. That's all I'd say.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten.
I've been working on improvements for the costume. You ready for me to get to work?
Then let's do this.
Let me see. These poly-limited plates give you serious protection. It ain't no power armor, but it's the best I can do. It's been a pleasure, Shroud. Truly. You stay safe.
There you go.
Hey, Valentine.
Let's go talk to Amari.
There is a magazine in here. It's one of those magazines with a holotape. Coming, Nick?
Nick.
Let's see what Amari is up to. Dr. Amari?
See if I can...
Wait, I remember you. The memory inducement. Vault 111, right? What's this all about?
I'm just picking up loots. Robco Fun.
Nice.
Includes the Grognak the Barbarian holotape. There you go. I'm hurrying, sweetheart. Sorry. You got some loots here I want. Could have looted after, but we'll do that now.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Omari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Omari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Omari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Hey, Valentine.
Sit down if you're ready. Let's do this.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Turn down the goddamn radio!
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while.
We'll see. But we don't know.
Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
And now with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. A little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
Sit down.
I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
Suit yourself.
There was always a job for someone like me. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So...
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
To meet.
So...
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
You're with the Institute.
The first synths weren't all that impressive.
I wanted to see for myself if you really exist.
The first synths weren't all that impressive. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine.
We do, as you can see.
What do you...
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth.
Again.
If they needed
I'll try to
something
locate
done,
another memory as quickly
came
as I
to me.
can. Please try to remain
It
calm.
wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the log.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Hopefully it's all...
Just... find it.
Pod C...
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
6. Down the hall near the end.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
His whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid, like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Kellogg.
The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. Okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home with my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
looking for an old man. This is still all stealing.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next. You know that
Okay,
whole
let's
business
talk to
with
Nick,
Dr.
see if he's
Mari
ready
and
to do
Kellogg's
his mission.
memories? It got me thinking. It's just there's still some Nick Valentine history I've been wanting to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
Sure thing. What's the case?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter. He was a bad man who did a lot of bad things, hurt a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath a sub-shop he used as a headquarters.
Eddie Winter was from my time. Real scumbag.
The story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever, so he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar? Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
Jeez, you've really done your homework on this guy.
I have. I uncovered a doozy. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul, 200 years before it was fashionable. Hell, he was probably the first one. And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter, safe and sound, ready to come out and begin his evil reign all over again. I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
Okay, let's put on our suit and see if we can win a speech check. Hopefully I don't get addicted.
I don't get it, Nick. Why kill Eddie Winter, even if he is still alive? This sounds like some kind of vendetta.
I've got memories of a girl. My girl. They're not really my memories, I know that. They're Nick's. But the girl, she was real. She was beautiful and innocent, and Winter killed her. Now he's got to pay the price. So, knowing that, are you in?
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is, but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds. Back in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates. On each one, he hit a single number. We find all of those holotapes, we get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. And then we get Winter. I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening to, including one of Winter's. I managed to snatch from the Cambridge police evidence lockup before getting swarmed by ferals. Just need to find the other 9 and bring them to me.
You know, I think I found all the others. Take them.
No fooling. Wow. That's some real solid detective work. They're older than dirt, but they've got Eddie's paw prints all over them. These are the real deal. And they've still got the code pieces in them. Let me run them through the old processor. Got it. 19553728406. That old thug's holed up in Andrews Station. Now, let's go bring down Eddie Winter.
There we go. It's been a long time coming. So we've been by there. There is a magazine in Andrews Station. And there's one outside. Whoops, let's put the right quest on here. We won't be doing the glowing sea for a while. So we're going to go to South Boston Police Department. And I might even keep him there for a bit. Dogs. I'll grab this little bit of loot that's around here. There he is. Nick go anyway? He won't come in here. Oh, the load screens. Okay, where'd Nick go? I wish I knew where Nick went. I might have to go home and get Nick. Okay, there's a bunch of raiders and a couple of dogs. Help if I have my armor on.
Find him and kill him.
dog. Wow.
Come on out. Take it nice and quick. You can trust me.
He's above me.
No need to hide. It'll all be over soon.
I gotta go get Nick. Yeah, I don't think I grabbed him.
Show your face. Come on. I dare you.
We'll just clear this out and then go get Nick. At least I hope. He's probably at his detective agency.
I know you're here.
This guy's below me. How do I get down? There we are. I always got to make it hard for myself, eh? Terminal. One more guy left. Freezing pistol. Does 10 points of cryo damage will freeze targets on critical hits. Oh, that's different. There's one more guy left. There he is. Took 2 shots? Wow. Should not have taken 2 shots. Thought I saw something moving there. Mirrors that I can't go into. Well, okay, there we go. Where I saw something moving. Okay, let's see if we can go find Nick. Well, I could go get the magazine. Is there anything on this bus? I can't remember. And go clear out that where is this magazine? I'm trying to remember. It's in a yellow building. Over here. school bus or something crashed into it. Train car. And then there's a restaurant. That's the police station. Okay, I was just down the street from it. I'm gonna get lost, aren't I? Okay, where is the train tracks? There it is. Where's the river? It's on the other side. It's by the river. And there's a train car crash into it. We saw it. That's the police station. Here's this. Flower. I like to clear out here. So when we're done, we come out here. There's the yellow building I was talking about. And inside here, there's a little hatch, and we're gonna come out here. Right there. We could go in there right now, actually. It's got a master lock. I could pick. There we go.
Sweet.
Now you got a problem. Hey, back.
Oh, Nick.
Doing them much good at this point. Yes, we're not. Don't underestimate us again.
I want to go through here because there is a magazine, so we did the shortcut, I guess. So we'll go through here once we drop off Nick. Oh, they had an entertainer there throwing tomatoes at him. In behind the bar. Is that? Guess I can't control him while he's in here. That's weird.
Filthy toad's right on the other side of that door. Why don't you do the honor?
Sure. 19537284006.
Fuck? Oh no. You ain't walking away from this.
Couldn't take long. Surprise! Ugh. Shit.
Not yet.
Done here. There's one more thing I've got to do. I wouldn't mind the company if you wanted to tag along.
We'll come back. We're gonna go through this whole thing. I'll mark this actually because I think I can walk by it. Oh, never mind. Let's go see Nick. I did this kind of like easy way.
This is it. In this spot 200 years ago, one of Eddie's boys gunned down Jenny Lance. My fiance. Nick's fiance. Now Eddie's as dead as Jenny and Nick. I'm at a loss. All I know is that without you, Eddie'd still be at large.
I'm glad I could help. Seems like it meant a lot to you.
You don't know the half of it. Winter was it. The only reminder left of the original Nick Valentine. The last proof, outside of some long-lost Institute archive, I was ever just a mechanical copy of some cop from a bygone era. I'm not sure how to feel.
Don't you see, Nick? You're finally free. There is no other Nick anymore. Just you.
I wish it was that easy. But it's not. Because I was Nick Valentine. I had his memories, his fears, all that poor bastard's hope. I remember getting the call to head to some lab in Cambridge to get that neurotrans whatever. And the next thing I know, I'm in a trash heap. My family, my home, my entire life gone. Then I discover all those things that they weren't even mine. Everything I ever was belonged to Nick. I'd hoped with winter gone, the last hint of that old world snuffed out, I could finally be free. But being out here with you, what I finally realized after all this time was that taking down Winter, it wasn't about Nick or Jenny or even you or me. It was about justice, about doing what's right. And that act of goodness, that's ours. All the good we've done, that's ours, and ours alone. And even if that's the only thing in this world that I can ever claim as mine, not Nick's, not the Institute's, but mine, then I can die happy. And none of it would have ever happened if it weren't for you. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to thank you for that.
You don't have to, Nick. We're friends. This is what friends do.
You can't stop being noble now, can you? Well, come on then. We're not helping anyone standing around here.
Having reached the highest level of affinity with Nick, you have gained the close to metal perk.
Yeah, that is if you're still interested in traveling together. I wouldn't blame you if you wanted some time on your own after all this.
Of course. Let's do it.
I'm glad to hear it. Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay, let's take a look at this perk. Close to metal. Thanks to your relationship with Nick Valentine, you get 1 extra guess and 50% faster terminal cooldown when hacking. There you go. And now, this yellow building right here has a magazine in it.
Good to keep going. I don't sleep or eat or anything like
I think it's on the top floor, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know there is a magazine in here. Right there, Grognak the Barbarian.
Hell yeah.
Battles are won
Inside
with
Andrew
death.
Station is another magazine, so we're going to go through Andrew Station, but we're going to go home, put Nick to work. Put the Silver Shroud armor away. 2 whiskeys. Let's make 2 drugs.
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the tour. Here is prepared for the future.
Well, let's put some of this miscellaneous away, because I got some with weight on it. All right, let's put that away right now.
Mama Murphy's is it. What is her word, kid? No more cans.
Oh, we got a bobblehead too. Let's put our bobblehead away.
Success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very... very successful.
We're getting there. Let's get Nick planting.
Just to make sure everyone filled out their forms.
Three mute fruit. Three tato.
I was supposed to win a pack of steak knives. Someday, super mutants kill everything.
Really? Oops. Perfect. Let's grab Nick.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, you know.
Nick, buddy, where are you? Nick?
Heads up.
There's something you need?
Do you have anything? Nope.
Heads up.
What's the plan? Something I can do?
I think it's about time we called it quits.
Shame. I guess I'll just head home. Won't be the same without you.
And he's growing. Good. Let's just go confirm that.
I hope you find your son.
You like brother to Sprawl. So much walking. Want to do more fighting?
Yeah, he should be growing that. Well, let's find Nick again. He can grow 9 plants. Sure of it. Where's Nick? Okay, why does this have to be difficult?
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
Strong protect you. Humans say, got your back.
That's why I wanted to confirm it. 'Cause sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. Where's Nick? Why is that not working? You can only do 2 plants? That doesn't make sense. You can only do 1 plant? That doesn't make sense. Okay, that's confusing me, but we'll put him on guard duty maybe. I want to finish off Andrew's station today. What time is it? Okay, let's do Andrew's station. Let's mark that. There could be some raiders here, so... which is why I wanted to get here at night.
Gotta be something useful on this dead meat.
Hey, what did I tell ya? There won't be a lot, though. 1 or 2. You can hear the Brotherhood now flying around doing their thing. Somebody up top. I should have rested. I didn't rest. Oh well. Yeah, see, the Brotherhood just caused chaos. I don't know how many of these vertibirds they have, but I've never seen one survive a battle. There was a computer here we didn't look at. Yeah, that's the vertibird crashing. Never seen one survive a battle. That was just for the turret. I wanted to check. I wasn't sure. Okay, let's do Andrew Station. I want this magazine. It's mine.
Find him and kill him!
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me.
To avoid delays, do not hold the door.
Oh, this magazine can be tricky to find.
No sign of him now.
They're all above me, eh? It's in a train car. It's not in an obvious place. It's kind of hidden.
Keep it clean, Boston. Please dispose of food waste in the marked receptacle.
That's it.
Wow.
Got it.
Do not lean against doors.
Traps, I hear bone. Heard the bones. Coffee cups. Gotta take my coffee cups. Traps? No. Oh, Mr. Jangles.
For your safety, please do not tamper with Protectron stewards.
I just have a feeling I'm missing something, guys. I don't know what. I did this kind of backwards, but I just wanted to get Nick done. It was a long time coming. Yeah, it's in a place like this. The magazine. Table spoon.
Report suspicious activity immediately.
It's like an out-of-the-way place. I want this magazine. It's mine. It's my loots.
Watch your step as you enter the train.
Lots of ceramic. Okay, where is this?
For your safety, do not lean against doors.
I'll find you. Scared, huh? You
Poisoner's hunting rifle. There you go.
Passing through cars is prohibited.
See, if we would have went through here with Nick, this would have been a nightmare. Because he just goes ham. He just runs into the middle of them. We don't get the sneak attack.
Nice.
Okay. Well, what's all over here?
Do not hold the door.
Well, they were protecting themselves pretty good. See, he would have blown up all those. Whiskey.
In the event of an emergency, please use call boxes to request police assistance.
I saw something. Yeah, paint. Okay, what's all over here? That looks like that's where we gotta go. Raider paraphernalia.
In the event of an emergency, please use call boxes to request police assistance.
Yes.
I might have to make a trip home. I'm gonna have to put Nick on guard duty if he can only do 2 plants. I can't see that though. I don't remember that. Keeping an eye out for this magazine. I remember it being in a train car and kind of hidden, kind of out of the way. This is where we came from, right? No?
To avoid delays, do not hold the door. To avoid delays, do not hold the door.
Sweet.
For your safety, please do not tamper with Protectron stewards.
It's another quick boo. Okay, let's go.
For your safety, do not lean against doors.
Nice.
We killed a legendary down here. Whiskey. Nice. There's a legendary. Enraging Flamer. Now we're heavy. Okay. Wow. £9. £1. go back. Okay, this magazine is around here. It's gotta be. We'll go hunting. I remember this one being kind of out of the way.
In the event of an emergency, please use call boxes to request police assistance.
Oh, wow. Seriously? What can I drop that is junk? I left some bone there. Oh, I didn't drop off the Silver Shroud stuff either. Now I'm in a hurry, guys.
Getting hungry.
I got 2 whiskeys, didn't I?
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling well. Look at the 2 of us here in sanctuary, prepared for the
Rest.
future. Yeah, why?
We're under attack. Y'all got it. Oh, there we go.
You great fighter. Strong follow you always.
You just say the word.
How's our settlement?
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the nearest watering hole.
Let's go. Excuse me. What time is it? Again, there could be people here. This game tends to do that. Yeah, there is too. Okay. I'm racking my brains as I move along because there is a magazine in here. I remember it being in a train car. That's all I remember. But I am searching everywhere. This is twigging me here. Something like this. Kind of off the beaten path.
Don't chance it. Report suspicious activity immediately.
Too obvious if it was in here. Oh, meats. Same within here. Oh, quantum appeared in here. This looks right. Yep. Now we're leaving the train area. Okay, I don't know where it is then, unless my memory is weird, which it could be. Oh, is it gonna do that to me? Are you kidding me? Well, you didn't see this. Honestly, this should never happen. That bumped me, so I got stuck. Okay, that should turn it off, right? There we go. I think there's some weights around here too. Yeah, that bumped me, so I went up. I won't try that again. Yeah, I remember these weights. Remember a big fight in here, but I think we cleared them all out. Okay, this magazine is gonna bother me. Because I know it's in here. Here's this. Whiskey. Hey, we're at the end. This is the end. Where's Eddie Winter's place? And where's his magazine? This is gonna bother me.
That's it.
Clockwork. 1. Can't be addressed. Entrances. Can't be entrances. Could be marvelous.
That's it.
Eddie's piece. I know I forgot something there. 50% more limb damage. Ice cold beer, but warm pop. There you go. Clean striped suit. We don't have one of those. To Claire. Well, let's listen to that while I run back and see if I can find this holotape. I could swear it's on a train car.
Claire, it's me, Eddie. It's been too long, I know. But I'm okay. We're okay. I know it's weird me disappearing just when the heat died down, but there's a reason.
Unless I'm thinking of a different area. I don't know.
It's happening. Soon. Bombs, missiles, I don't know what. But the end is coming. I can't even tell you how much I paid my cloak and dagger friend for this info. So I guess me building that shelter was a smart idea after all, huh? But look, baby. There is one more thing. The reason I haven't been around for a while. You know those idiot brothers at Wicked Shipping? The ones smuggling the radioactive material? I put the screws to them. Got some of the stuff. I've been working with this doctor in East Boston. Guy's a fucking genius. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but he had this theory. The right kind of radiation exposure at the right amounts, it can change human cells. Mutate them. Baby, I can live forever. Yeah, I know, it could kill me. I'm willing to chance it, but I can't risk losing you. So I'm the guinea pig. And I've been getting treatments. But don't worry, I'm fine. More than fine. I feel great. Amazing even. I think this crazy shit's really working. Eventually, this war will blow over. And when it does, I'm gonna walk out into Boston and pick up where I left off. I'm gonna own the future. I'm assuming you'll be dead by then, of course. But let's not dwell on the negative. So look, you come to the sub shop tomorrow night. You and I will go into the shelter together. Seal it up and wait for the big kaboom. Just, you
might want to prepare yourself a little. Mentally and such, I look a little different now. But love is only skin deep, right?
Passing through cars is prohibited. In the event of an emergency, please use call boxes to request police assistance.
I don't see it, boys and girls. I could have sworn it was in here. One more pass, and I give up.
In the event of an emergency, please use call boxes to request police assistance.
You'd think it'd be right here.
The train will be arriving at this platform in minutes. Please remain clear of the track. To avoid delays, do not hold the door.
Okay, we've been all through here. No, it's definitely not here. I don't see it. Okay, I did something wrong. Let's go home. Make another grape mentat. Wow. We're gonna run out of flour.
There you go.
Under attack again. Wow.
Let's get this over.
Death claw. 2 death claws.
Nothing I hate more than raider scumbags. If you run into any, put a few down for me.
Fist was weak, leader. Strong glad to be rid of him.
Holy. Hell, I can't believe we got out of there alive.
Trader who dealt slowly in death claw goods.
Let's pick our fruits and vegetables.
Seems to be growing well.
I gave up alcohol after settling down here. The doctor said I shot my liver.
What's the angle here?
Nuka-Cola's the only thing I can drink that wakes me up. Otherwise, it's all haze.
Rather be off murdering a pint. This will do.
Yeah, Nick doesn't farm. That is odd. I don't remember him not being able to farm, but it has been a while.
You in the spotlight, me in the shadows. Look out, world.
What's going on?
You ever just sort of feel sorry for the poor bastards that fight us? They don't stand a chance.
Can't wait to get out of this goddamn.
Let's ring the bell, do Preston.
They'd be constantly trying to kill us, but Commonwealth never lets us.
You know what? Since we talked,
There he is there. Good.
look at the crew. Here in Sanctuary, prepared for the future.
Take care of your gun, it'll take care of you.
So just be careful, okay? You flash a weapon like that, somebody might.
He wasn't ready. Wow.
Hope this rain lets up soon.
Let's put away our fruits and vegetables. Missing a couple corn.
You were screaming again last night.
Oh, sorry.
What's going on?
1, 2.
Most folks are just looking for a hand.
Let's rest.
Wakey, wakey, baby.
Turn down the sound. Get rid of the saves I don't want. Whoops. Let's get rid of the saves I don't want. Perfect. Save. And call that an episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, have a good one. Turt out.